everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Meredith Phillips, and today we're going to be reviewing 2023 goals, and we're going to see what I was able to accomplish, what I fell short on, and just sort of do a little overview of the year now that we're at the end of it. We do have a little guest joining us today. She's in the room with us. Let me show you. If you've been here for at least a year, I think, this might look very familiar. We used to use this for Crispin when he was not doing so hot. And now we've moved little Juniper into it. You can't hardly see her. Hold on. I think that's a little better. But she was having a whole lot of trouble staying on her feet in her pen. And so we're going to try this out for today and see how she does. So far, she's using the towel bolster just like she's supposed to help stay on her feet. We'll see. She's very old. She just had her 12th birthday. She's still very cute, but she's struggling with her little legs. She's our guest in the background for this video. So yeah, she's just in the bassinet just right over here next to me. I wanted to pull her in here because I literally just put her in that like less than an hour ago. And rabbits are very much like 5-year-olds when you hand them a pair of kid scissors for the first time. And you're trying to think, okay, don't cut your hair, don't cut your clothes, don't cut your friend's hair. You're like trying to think of all the ways they could use the scissors incorrectly. And then they still manage to find some random way to use them where you're like, no, not that. So rabbits are like, I've put a bolster here, I've put a thing here. Like she can't fall over this, she can't fall into that. She's going to find some way to like almost injure herself. You know what I mean? So she's right here, so I can keep tabs on her while we do this video. But anyway, let's chat about 2023. I had some big goals at the beginning of the year. We're gonna go over them. I'm gonna watch the video I posted back in January and kind of do like a reaction to myself. But thinking back over the year, in terms of writing at least, we had a stellar year. This was an amazing year for my writing. I made so much progress. I loved the story I was working on. I feel like this was the first year where I didn't have to force myself to sit down. Usually, like, you know, there were definitely times where it was like, okay, you got to sit down and get to work. But the vast majority of the time, like, I was so eager to be in this chair at the computer looking over my project, which was, oh man, that's a great feeling. And the fact that that feeling lasted like pretty much the entire year, that's amazing. I really loved that. I'm hoping we can continue that energy into 2024. But for now, let's pull up that old video and take a look back at January Meredith and see what she was thinking the year would hold. Let's go. As per usual, we have the incredibly fancy $6 headphones. Link in bio. No, just kidding. Well, I will put a link if you want. An affiliate link. Go buy these off Amazon using my affiliate link so I can get a penny for your purchase. Just kidding. I will link it if you're interested. They're superior. Okay, I've got the video pulled up over here. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Meredith Phillips, and it's the Happy New Year. It's 2023 by the time you're seeing this video. I'm really excited. Oh my gosh, the energy. I'm really excited about the new year. I feel so motivated. I feel so excited to get started on everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, I remember this energy. I remember this feeling of being like, yeah, let's get it. You know, like I've come down a little bit off of that. The motivation and energy is still pretty high, but I'm hoping that over the next couple weeks here, the last couple weeks of the year, I can rest. And then hopefully in January, I'll have this level of energy back. Because this is a lot. This is a lot. Because I'm definitely feeling super ready to get going on all of my goals, which is what we're going to be chatting a little bit about today. So my plan for this video is to do something a little bit different. I didn't want to just sit and talk at you with my goals. So what I'm gonna do while we talk about goals is I'm going to make a vision board. So my writing goals this year, I was like, go big or go home. Yes. We are going to be audacious. We are going to be bold.
We are going to dream big, and hopefully we're going to do some of that stuff.
We did. Spoiler alert. Yeah, we did.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, and it's maybe not going to happen, but I'm going to say it. By the end of this year, by the end of 2023, I want to have a manuscript in hand that is ready to be queried.
Did we hit this goal or did we hit this goal? I'm so proud of myself. That's what I have. That's what I have. I have book 1. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. And that's the plan for January, is to start sending it out, which is crazy. But wow, I really didn't think that was going to be something I could do. It just seemed very unattainable. But dang, I worked very hard this year.
I want a queryable manuscript by the end of 2023. Okay? Listen, I feel like in a lot of ways, I've sort of been just like paddling in place for a long time. I feel like I've just written draft after draft, and not that I haven't learned anything from those drafts. I've definitely learned a lot over the last several years, but I've just been writing drafts and trying to revise them, not being super successful sometimes. And I really, I'm tired of being in that stage. I want to go to the next stage. I'm ready to do it. And
yes! I'm definitely, that energy definitely carried forward through the whole year. And I still, like, again, I'm ready. I'm excited to start querying in January, so very good.
I think I have the book to do it with. We're gonna freaking do it, right? We're gonna do the thing. I've got so many pictures here. Oh my gosh, this one maybe. I like this one better. Okay, we're putting this one down first. It's just a desk with a computer. Yeah, I just feel like I've been paddling in place, not really doing anything to make forward progress, and I'm tired of that. I'm tired of it, man. So we're gonna make some forward progress this year, my friends. We are going to do big things.
That.
So the first step in that process is getting a second draft completed out of my first draft. That's the first thing I'm going to be starting on. But I'm going to start with a reread of my draft. I'm going to start then taking notes on what I want to fix about it. I think this picture was meant to represent that a little bit, where it's just like all the notes all over the wall. So I'm going to put that on here.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how I started January this year, was with a reread and then taking notes and then diving into that second draft. That was scary because I got so stuck in previous projects on that second draft and completing a second draft of a project. And so I really wasn't sure, is this something you can do? But we did it.
When I'm doing that first revision, what I want to focus most on is the plot and just like the basic story, okay? Then I want to do a third draft where I'm focused more on the characters and making sure the characters are really well fleshed out, making sure that they're coming alive on the page and all that kind of thing.
Did I do that? I don't know if I quite did it that way. I think I was really just going in and fixing anything that I saw that needed to be fixed when it came to plot and or characters. The way my drafts ended up going this year, it didn't really break down into like, this draft is specifically to fix this kind of thing, and this next one is specifically to fix this other kind of thing, because character and plot really are so intertwined, it's hard to separate it out. So that didn't exactly go how I pictured, but you know, that's fine.
After the third draft, I need critique partners so that I can start to figure out, okay, this doesn't work, or this isn't coming across the right way, or whatever. Like, I need to find people who can work with me, who are writing in the same genre I'm writing in, who are kind of at the same stage of being a writer. Like,
okay, so this was awesome. I did find critique partners. I have 2, which is super exciting. Really, I ended up sending them draft 2. I didn't wait until I was done with the draft 3. They read draft 2. Bless them, because, you know, draft 2 was still still pretty messy. But absolutely, critique partners were instrumental in a huge leap in terms of the quality of my writing, I think. Be on the lookout, because in January I am planning to host a critique partner matchup. So I think that is extremely important for any writer, especially once you get to like a certain stage. What stage is that? I don't know. But like you get to a point where you're like, somebody needs to look at this and tell me what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. So anyway, I'm hoping I can facilitate some connections for you guys. I was really thrilled with finding critique partners, and definitely recommend CPs.
I'd also really love to find beta readers, get feedback there, and start to implement all that feedback into like a 4th draft.
Yeah, we did that too. I got 6 beta readers over the summer, which was very exciting. And again, like, I cannot tell you how much better the story is because of their input. It just, people see things that you aren't going to be able to see as the creator. And having their insight into the plot and the characters and the pacing and the prose was so valuable, so incredibly valuable. And the fact that they just were willing to volunteer their time for me was just amazing. I think between my critique partners and the beta readers, they're the reason that my writing is at the stage it's at now. For sure. It's definitely scary when you send your project to somebody else like that, but the benefit is so vast. So if you're thinking like, maybe 2024 is like the year that I need to start like getting feedback, it is scary, but you can do it. And if you have the right people giving you feedback, it is so worth it. It's so worth it.
The other thing I want to do on the writing front is to invest in myself as a writer / aspiring author. So I've got a couple pictures here that are supposed to represent that. These ones. I want to take a workshop or a class or something that's going to move me farther beyond where I am now as a writer.
Yes, we did this too. I just did so good. I'm very pleased with myself. I feel like this is the year I've done the best with my writing ever. So you'll excuse me if I'm like, good job, me. But yeah, I took the Writing with the Soul workshop back in February. It was amazing. The workshop itself was amazing. But then, of course, if you followed me throughout the rest of this year, you know there have been other opportunities given to the alumni of that workshop that have been incredible. Just the best. Opportunities that I haven't seen offered anywhere else for any price. And so, yeah, that's been amazing. The community of writers there is so great. Everybody's so encouraging and helpful and just wonderful. It's an amazing group. I'll put a link to the website in case you're interested in looking into it for yourself. The workshop isn't run on like any kind of like specific basis or like time. They just did a round in November, so it'll probably be at least 6 months before they do another round. But if you're interested at all, sign up for the waiting list and you'll get updated of when a new round is coming, because I would highly encourage you to go for that if the website and everything looks interesting. Very good workshop.
There's a couple different ones that I've found online from reputable people. I'm not taking like weird scammy classes over here, okay? I've found a couple that I'm interested in. There's one that's coming up that starts in February, and it's more of a like you sign up and you do the class like kind of in real time.
That's the Writing with the Soul workshop that I'm talking about here. And that's another thing I would recommend if you're looking for a workshop or a class or something like that, taking the class in real time with other students or other participants, I think is so much better than the classes where you sign up and you just get like all of the lessons and you can kind of do it at your own pace. Like there's definitely benefits to having a class like that where you can kind of go through it on your own, but having it happen in real time where it's like, okay, this week this is happening and here's your video for this week and come to the, Zoom meeting for this thing. Like it forces you to do it, right? Whereas sometimes you sign up for those other classes and you get all this material and then you just keep putting it off and you never really do it. And then of course the other thing with an in-person kind of live class like this is that you get everybody else in the group participating, and so you get to know the other people and you can make some nice connections there too. So anyway, if you're evaluating something, definitely take that into consideration.
The only thing I'm a little nervous about is it is expensive. These are not cheap classes that I found, and I really want to make sure that they are worth the money.
Yes, I definitely think it was worth the purchase cost. I think the workshop is $445. To me, that's pricey. But what you get, especially considering like all of the stuff that comes after the workshop with the community aspect of everything, totally worth it in my opinion.
That's another goal, is to invest in myself as a writer. And finally, to contribute to the stuff that I'm now writing, I am wanting to continue my education and knowledge on Regency England, and the Regency time period in general. So I've got just a couple pictures here to sort of represent, I'm interested in that time period and want to learn more.
This one I feel like maybe I didn't do as good a job. I definitely did research, but it was a little more pointed research where it was like, I need to know this thing for my book. So I looked up this thing. I wasn't like reading extensively. I forget if I've even finished like an entire book, like an entire nonfiction book on the period this year. I can't remember. I definitely have books and I'd like to read them, but I was so focused on the draft and writing that kind of took a little bit of a back seat compared to what I was doing in the year previous, 2022.
So what do I need to do to accomplish all these goals? Because you know that come like March or June, the inspiration I'm feeling right now and motivation might kind of be drying up.
Honestly, it really didn't. I was so enthused this whole year, which is it's just such a good feeling. I hope for 2024 you have that constant excited motivation the whole time, because it's great.
So what do I need to do? I think that critique partners would obviously provide some accountability in terms of, hey, you better be doing stuff or you're not going to have anything to critique. The other thing that I know I've mentioned in a couple other videos previous to this that I have been considering, and I think I'm going to try, at least in January. We'll see how it goes maybe throughout January, but it is this one. It is this one. 5:30 a.m.
Yep, we did it. 5:30 is now my regular wake up time, and it's been awesome. I was getting up at 6, so 5:30 isn't that much earlier. And man, having that hour or almost an hour in the morning before I have to start getting ready for work, that's amazing. For me, it's really hard to concentrate on writing work, really intense writing work, as it gets later into the day. Even by like 7 o'clock, I'm so tired. Like, it's difficult for me to do productive things late at night. So late at night, 7 o'clock, I'm so old. But yeah, so getting up early, getting some amount of work done first thing in the morning, amazing. I'm so glad I did this, and I definitely plan to continue doing that next year.
I think I'm going to try to get up early so that I can do about an hour's worth of writing work first thing in the morning.
Yeah, it's gone well. Highly recommend getting up a little earlier to do work in the morning, or at least try it. Try it. Even if you think it would be horrible, give it a shot for like a week or two and see how it goes.
So let's move on a little bit. Oh wait, no, there was one more thing. Well, it's kind of writing, but it's also kind of personal. The other thing that I'm interested in pursuing or starting again is journaling. I haven't really journaled consistently since March of 2021. And I'd like to start again.
No, I did not do this at all. I have a journal and I've stuffed some papers in it, like memorabilia kind of things. They're not even glued down to the pages though. So I did not do this at all.
Next, social media, including YouTube. I definitely want to continue with YouTube, you know. So I'm going to put this on here. I am going to have to change things though. In the past, I have been doing 2 videos a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. I think that's too much.
It is too much. This was a good change.
It takes a lot of time to film the videos. It takes a lot of time to edit the videos. If my big goal for the year is to progress in my writing, I need the time in order to do so.
Yeah, I think I pretty much did that. I don't think I posted all that often on Tuesdays. I feel like it was pretty consistent with the Friday vlogs. And I think, I know there were certain times I did take like an extended break, but I'm pretty sure I announced that ahead of time. I didn't just like vanish like last year. Sorry. But yeah, this was a good change. I'm glad I did this. I felt, I didn't feel bad about it, but I was like, oh, I liked having 2 go up a week, but this was such a better use of my time to focus more on the writing than on the videos, honestly.
One Tuesday video I do think I want to try to make time for each month is a like month in review sort of recap video.
Oh, I didn't do that at all. I feel like I did, well, did I? I don't think I did that all that often. I know I had a couple times where it was like, let's recap or, you know, kind of something, but I wasn't doing it every month.
I also really want to focus on improving my filming and editing skills this year. That was a goal sort of last year. I don't think I really...
That's been a goal for like 3 years, I feel like, and I never really actively do anything. It's just, YouTube isn't the goal. My goal here is not to be a YouTuber. You know what I mean? My goal here is just to like share my writing journey, hopefully be a little bit of an encouragement to you guys in your writing journeys, share any kind of like helpful things that might help you too. Like, that's it. I'm not like, I hope I get 100,000 subscribers and I can make a living off YouTube. Like, that's not the point. So, I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have more high quality videos, but that's really, it's just more work that really isn't going to pay off in a meaningful way for me. So I don't think that's going to be a goal going forward.
A few personal goals to finish this out. I also have a picture of bunnies. It's not our bunnies, but they were cute. And I don't know what this represents necessarily, like continue taking care of the bunnies and enjoying them. I don't know.
We're doing good on that front. This was a sad year. We had to say goodbye to Crispin in January, and then we just said goodbye to Lucy at the beginning of November. And as you saw, Junie's not doing so hot, so take care of them until they don't want to be here anymore.
The other big goal we have, I guess, in terms of pets is for the dogs. Nahan's doing fine. Jade, we're really working hard with Jade.
Oh, Jade.
We're working with a behaviorist right now, and then in March we have an appointment with a behaviorist in the Houston area. She is like one of 50 some people in the country who have this special certification where they're like a dog psychologist, basically.
Yeah, we're still going to this. They're a veterinary behaviorist. It's been very good. We still have a lot of challenges with Jade. She has a lot of behavioral issues. She is on some different medications to help kind of chill her out, calm her down a little bit, but we're still working through a variety of things. So she is definitely improved from what she was at this point last year, but we still have a ways to go with that.
Mental health, I still want to continue taking time off work, kind of like I did last year, where I was like, I need a 3-day weekend every month. And that was great. That's a good goal. I took off more time than that too. So I've got a picture.
That was a good goal. I don't know that I was like specific with this month I have to have a day off, but I definitely have had a lot of time off this year. So that's been good.
Now, home projects. Are you so excited about this? Can you take a guess as to what is on the home projects list for the year? Is it hardwood floors? No, it's not. No, it is not. I took it off the list. We're not doing hardwoods anytime soon.
No.
That's just
still
not happening. That's been on my list for like 2 years now. 3 years now? I don't even know. I don't think that's happening this year. I've kind of given up thinking that it's going to happen. There's another one though. Do you know what it is? It's been on my list for 2 years and it's so stupid that we haven't done it yet. It's this. It's the attic stairs. I'm putting freaking attic stairs on this dumb vision board because it's not a hard project. It's not an expensive project. Like, it's a really, you buy the stair unit, you have someone install it. How has it been on our list for 2 years now? So stupid. So you know what I did? because apparently I am incapable of getting this done, I asked my husband, I said, can you just do this, just take care of this?
That was an excellent strategy. Highly recommend. Had to do like a tiny bit of nagging, but that was a good choice. It did get done. It did get done. We have a beautiful new attic stairs installed in our ceiling. Very happy that's taken care of.
The other thing I'm going to put on here for home projects, I really don't think this is super realistic for this year, but I'd love to do this. At least one of these. We desperately need to have the master bathroom completely gutted and just redesigned from like the studs up. It is horrifically bad in there. Not because like we've destroyed it, but just because I don't think it's been upgraded since the house was built in 1968, and it's just gross.
It is.
It's just gross.
It's very gross.
So I've got some soothing.
Oh, look at that beautiful bathroom. Did we do this? No. Did not do this at all. Man, I'd really love to get that bathroom redone.
The other thing I'd love to do is upgrade the kitchen and the laundry room. These are huge projects. These are like strip out everything. You know, we're talking like tens of thousands of dollars for these kinds of home reno projects.
Yeah, we had, honestly, like, I was really hoping we would be able to do something, but we had 2 family emergencies this year that cost us thousands of dollars in airfare and hotels and car rentals and time off work, because obviously if you're out of town for a family thing, you can't be working. So, you know, I'm not mad that is a family emergency. What are you going to do? But we spent so much money in those months when things were happening. There was no money left over to even think about doing any of these really cool projects. Maybe this year? I don't know. We'll see.
Is that everything? Is that everything? I think so. Oh, you know what? I'll also put this on here. I printed out some pictures of some bookstores, just sort of to represent, like, I want my book to be in a bookstore one day.
We're still trying for that.
We're a little bit far from that point, but vision board, we're going to put it on here. We're going to put it on here to remind ourselves where we want to end up. I also found this. I was looking up rabbit stuff to put rabbit stuff on here, but it had this quote from the Velveteen. I found this quote from the Velveteen Rabbit. It says, "Everything that is real was imagined first."
Oh, I love that.
Everything
I forgot
that
all about
is
that.
real was imagined first. So whether you're writing a book, whether you're creating a work of art, everything that is real was imagined first. So
what a good
all the
little
stuff I'm
quote.
Imagining,
What a
that's
good
the
little
first step
quote.
into making it real.
Can I hold it up like a school project? Look,
Aww.
my book report is about yeah. I think it's fun. It looks cool. No, it is
wish
in
I'd hung it up.
absolutely no shape. Like, I can't, like, cut off. It's not a square. I like it. Very good. I'm going to pause it there because the end is just sort of me being like, okay, bye. That was 2023. Those were my goals. I think I did a really good job. I'm really pleased with this year. I'm really excited to get into next year. I'm thinking through 2024 goals. Haven't quite decided exactly what all I'm going to be doing, but some of these are still goals to look forward to. Some of these are things I've completed. Let me know how you did in 2023. What's the biggest thing that you accomplished? What are you most proud of? What's something maybe that you were really close to achieving but didn't quite get there? I hope it was a good year for you too, though. So that's about it for this video. Remember that on the 27th, I have a video premiering. So if you are there at 11 a.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Central for me, we can chat in the little chat box while the video premieres. It's part of a collaboration with Nicole Wilbur. So I'll link the video below. If you want to click like the notify me button on that, you can. And I'll link Nicole's channel below. So if you want to go check her out, if you haven't already, that'll all be down in the description. But yeah, this is like my last sort of regular video, I guess, for the year. I will see you again in January to talk about 2024 goals. But for now, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, you can click the subscribe button. I usually post videos on Fridays. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!